Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for coming to this video presentation. I'm very glad to see you all in International Conference on Banking, Accounting, Management, and Economic Conference Proceedings. Let me introduce myself and my partner. I am Pamungkas Satya Putra, affiliation at Universitas Singapura Bangsa Kerawang, Department Faculty of Law, and my partner, Mr. Bambang Suteja, affiliation Universitas Singapura Bangsa Kerawang, Department Faculty of Law, Mrs. Wahyu Utami Dewi, affiliation Universitas Singapura Bangsa Kerawang, Department Faculty of Social Science and Political Science, Mrs. Rani Apriyani, affiliation Universitas Singapura Bangsa Kerawang, Department Faculty of Law, Mr. Adian Lubis, affiliation Pusat Bantuan Hukum, DPC Pradi Kerawang, Indonesia. In this opportunity, I would like to present a title article, Legal Aid in the Challenges in Guardian Law and Justice in the Mindset of the COVID-19 and New Normal Pandemic. Legal aid is a mean of achieving confidence and special treatment. Affirmative action are taken direct by the government to create equality and justice for every underprivileged citizens in the Republic of Indonesia. This effort, we know, inseparable from the Constitution legal aid in the Article 28, Paragraph 4 and Paragraph 5, where the fulfillment of human rights, especially legal aid, for the poor is the responsibility of the state, or we say state responsibility principles. The purpose of these studies is to examine and analyze problems in the implementation of verification and accreditation arrangement for legal aid providers and challenges in guardian law and justice is the means of the COVID-19 and new pandemic. In these studies, use a normative jurisdiction approach. A normative jurisdiction approach is used because it is used to research or analyze and explain the theories and practical principles of legal norm that review the applicable regulation regarding legal aid, synchronizing the rules and their application. In my article substance have a part about abstract, introduction, formulation of the problem, research methodology, analysis and discussion, and closing. Introduction. The negative impact caused by this pandemic is a very pronounced in developing countries, especially in vital sectors such as the economic and development. The phase of adaptability of legal aid for everyone in a finding that is emphasized in this paper, especially in the West Java province. Indonesian police during the COVID-19 pandemic have 9 policies that have become the government's strategic step in disaster management, namely. There are many other regulations that have taken the government in Indonesian notes. We know the formulation of the problems is what are the problems in implementing the verification and accreditation arrangements for legal aid providers and the challenges in guardian law and justice in the minds of the COVID-19 and New Normal Pandemic. About purpose, we to examine and analyze problem in the implementation of verification and accreditation arrangement for legal providers and challenges in guardian law and justice in the mindset of the COVID-19 and New Normal Pandemic found in the research location. Research method approach the type of research method in generally in this paper. The type of research used in research qualitative research. In particular, the realm of law, the research used is a normative juridical legal research approach. Research location at the Karawang Regency, West Java Province, and Kanwil Kumham, Region West Java. Type and source of data, we take observation and interview at Kanwil Kumham, Region West Java. In the literature review 1, the influence of these four factors of organizational effectiveness is as follows. Organization characteristic consisting of organization structure and technology. The structure is a relationship that is realities fixed in the nature as a phone organization. 2. The environmental characteristic include two aspects. The first is the external environment, namely are forces that arise outside the boundaries of the organization and influence decisions and actions with the organization. The second is internal government. In the internal is generally known organization climate covering various attributes of the work environment. Third, a characteristic of worker. Characteristic of worker attention should be paid to the rule of individual differences between workers about effectiveness, and different workers have different views, goals, needs, and abilities. Fourth, management policies and practice. Here we will consider who variation in leadership style, policies, and practical, with can pay attention to or higher the achievers of goals. The literature review 2, the operation of the consultation and legal aid sector as a legal aid organization in providing legal assistance will of course face various obstacles. This is by Surjono Sukamto's opinion that a various factors influence law enforcement, namely the legal factors themselves. The law discussion will be limited to the law only. Law enforcement factor, namely the parties who form the implementation laws. Factors of means or facilities that support law enforcement. Community factors, namely the environments in which the law applies or is applied. Culture factor, namely as a result of work, creativity, and taste based on a human initiative in social life. Based on analysis and discussion in this research, the data above is the type of litigation legal aid carried out at the West Java Regional Kanwil Kumham in 2018, where there are civil case 300 and criminal case more 1100 and the state administrative case 0. It can be understood from the research finding that the budget conditionals from the allocation of legal aid in 2019 and in 2020, or an increase of the 10% for previous year. Although the data is not connected to real needs in the fields. We know West Java province is one of the most populous province with a population of 49 million people in Indonesia. In this, about mechanism of accreditation and verification legal aid in Indonesia, especially at Kambilkumham region, West Java. This is a typical of legal aid in Indonesians. Tips to legal aid in Indonesians baseline on the litigation system and non-litigation system. At the closing in this paper, the problem exists are related to re-accreditation and the verification process as regulated in Law Number 19 of 2011 concerning legal aid in conjunction with Government Regulation Number 42 of 2013 concerning requirement and procedures for providing legal aids and distribution of legal aid funds, Junto Regulation of the Minister of Law and Human Rights of the Republic of Indonesia Number 3 of 2013 concerning procedures of verification and accreditation of legal aid institution and civil society organization mentioned above, which sometimes feel too difficult for legal aid organization to comply with to be able to carry out the verification and accreditation stage. We know the research funding about the mechanism verification and accreditation baseline regulated in Indonesian is very rigid. We know in the funding research that's all have an impact on legal certainty for provision of legal aid for legal aid organizations that are still carrying out the process of re-accreditation and verification of their organization. Another problem is that the time for verification and accreditation itself is too long mechanisms. Okay, that's concluded this present. Thank you very much for your greatest attention. Ladies and gentlemen, see at conference, stay care and healthy. Don't forget to be happy in every moment. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.